Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Casual Commentators channel. If you're listening on the podcast, thanks for tuning in today. You know what? I just made a 25-minute video, more of a rant on why I believe that Toy Story 4 is going to fail. And it wasn't, it was a rant, so it wasn't exactly as articulate as I would have liked to be. And thankfully, I guess, my phone decided to delete my video unceremoniously, and I was really upset. So here, I'm going to do a really expedited version of that 25 minutes. So basically what I was saying, why Toy Story 4 is going to fail, is because of the past 8 years, Disney has made Pixar pump out sequels to their incredibly acclaimed films from the early 2000s and mid-90s. Films like I'm starting with Toy Story 3 at 2010. That was where I said post-Toy Story 3 was things started getting bad. You had I believe Cars 2, you had the Cars 3, you had Finding Dory, you had Monsters University, and most recently you had Incredibles 2, which I found to be incredibly disappointing. All of those incredibly disappointing, because there was nothing original about them. There was nothing innovative. There was nothing that spoke to the creativity that was captured in those previous films from the early 2000s and things like that. And the main point that I wanted to say was Pixar at its best the past 8 years has been when they're making original films. Films like Coco, films like Brave. That's when Pixar's at its best. That's what people like the most. I personally have not seen Coco, but I have read a little bit about it. I've watched a couple of videos on it. It seems like Pixar at its best once more. A return to form for Pixar, if you will. Which further indicates to me that these pointless sequels, really. Pointless. Sure, people have been saying, oh, I would really love an Incredibles 2 for 14 years, but why? Really, at the core, why? Because the point of a sequel, from my point of view, is you have to not only expand the universe, introduce new concepts, and those new concepts have to realistically be dealt with by the characters and who they are as established by the original film. And I think that a lot of the films that have been released in the past 8 years, the sequels, have not done that. Sure, they've expanded the universe. Finding Dory, we went to the aquarium. Incredibles 2, we got to see more of the city. Monsters University, we get this incredible backstory. Sure, you expand the universe. And maybe you have a logical characters, maybe. Monsters University. That didn't feel... I'd say Monsters University was the best sequel that they've released. Because Finding Dory, exact reskin of the original. Themes, threads from the original, just repeated. And everybody ate it up like it was gold. Which confuses me. Incredibles 2, exact same situation. In fact, worse. Incredibles 2 is a far worse film than the original. And anyone who disagrees with that claim is just wrong. I hate to introduce this black and white nature when dealing with film because it is such a subjective medium. But the fact stands, and I'm sorry, if you like Incredibles 2, great. But saying that it's better than the original and that it's a good Pixar film is simply wrong. It's just wrong. Which leads me to think that Toy Story 4 will simply be another... another apple in the barrel of bad sequels. Because, riddle me this, everybody, riddle me this. Has anyone asked in the past 8 years, man, I would love a Toy Story 4? No. Very few people, if any, have made a demand for this product. Very few. So that tells me one big thing, that this is only for money. This is a cash grab. Disney knows that they can capitalize on the success that the Toy Story franchise has had by making another stupid installment. And people will go see it because of nostalgia. That's what has driven the sales for these sequels. Maybe less Monsters University, but Finding Dory, definitely. Incredibles 2, absolutely. And Toy Story 4, it's going to follow in that. It's going to follow in that. And hopefully, when they pump out their worst sequel to date, which I'm assuming is going to be Toy Story 4, I'm predicting that the worst one will be Toy Story 4. Maybe people will realize that these bad movies should not be celebrated and rewarded. Because, guys, guys and girls that are listening to this, Pixar, Disney, they don't care about you. They're looking for money. They're looking for the best business move that they can. And capitalizing on the nostalgia that you will feel when you see a trailer for Toy Story 4, or you see posters, or you think, man, I'd love to go see it because I can't wait to see my favorite characters, Buzz, Woody, all of them. I can't wait to see it. Disney knows that all the sales are driven by nostalgia. And so they completely lack in the storytelling department. That's the point of this video. And I feel like that's gonna be super apparent in Toy Story 4, because where are they gonna take it? Where are they gonna take it? And you could say, oh, Finding Dory, you know, it wasn't established that Dory didn't have parents. Well, yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure that there was a scene that said, oh, Dory doesn't have family, and the whole memory thing. I'm interested to see what they will do with Toy Story 4. But ultimately, I am convinced that based on their previous outings the past 8 years with sequels, Toy Story 4 will simply fail to live up to the original 3 films. Original 3 films, original 2. Toy Story 3 was sort of a capitalization. It was a reskin of Toy Story 2. But it's in the trilogy. It completed it. So that's my thoughts on it. Leave a comment down below if you disagree. I'm assuming that you guys will disagree. I'd love to have a discourse with you about it. Keep it positive, though. I mean, I'm not looking to anger you guys. If let's say, Monsters University or Finding Dory is your favorite film, this is not an attack on you. This is not an attack on you. Sure, I said you were wrong, that it's better than... I said that it's wrong of you to think it's better than original, but if you enjoyed it, whatever, that's you. I enjoy bad movies as well. If my channel was popular, that would probably light a fire. I enjoy bad movies too. Go enjoy your bad movies. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Do what you want. I'm making this seems soulless. This video seems a little missing the passion that I had. But you guys gotta remember, I literally just filmed, like I just filmed a 25-minute video that sort of went through in much more thorough detail, and it got deleted. So I'm a little bit punch in the gut situation, but I wanted to make this because I wanted to make my opinion and get that out there. But yeah, thanks for listening. Catch you cats in the next one.